Welcome to Buffing 101. I'm going to start by wet sanding by 1500. The paper in the water for a good 20 minutes so it gets softer. So when you're sanding it doesn't scratch the paint. So 1500, and then afterwards you go to 2000. If you want the car to look finer, you can go to 2500 and 3500. And 3500 is usually used better on a DA. So with the 1500, what you do, you have to hold it like this, or while using your other hand, but you hold it like this and you make sure that you always go diagonally. Don't go straight, because if you're going straight, your fingers are leaving engraving the panel, so you always have to go sideways to use your fingers the opposite way, so you don't leave marks or scratches. And when you're done with the 1500, wipe it off. Use a squeegee, make sure that it's all smooth, and then you go up to 2000, and then you start sanding the same area. Sand the whole thing. It's all up to you. If you want to get orange peel or rough spots out, in my case I'm getting rough spots out. I sprayed this car, there had some issues, blah blah blah. So you're done wet sanding with 2000. Make sure that you clean it up, squeegee it down, make sure you don't leave any spots like this. You can leave these in, they're not going to be that visible, but you can leave these in, or it's up to you. If you want the car to look better, you can always sand it more, but don't over sand it, and never sand the edges. You always sand this way, and when you're buffing, you buff this way, and you buff here, and you buff here. You never buff the line itself, because you're just going to burn through it. The cutting pad, you always have to use a regular buffer with a wool pad, and use some ultra heavy cutting compound, or in some cases they call it 1, 2, or 3. Well, and some other manufacturers name them A, B, and C. So in my case, I'm using this product, and they're calling it ultra cut compound. So you need to get yourself something like this to start off with the wool pad. And when you're done with the buffing pad, you need to get yourself a dual action buffer with a spongy pad, and use polishing compound. And in my case, I'm using ultra finishing polish. You can use number 2 or B, depends on the brand you're using, but in my case I'm using ultra finishing polish. To go crazy, you can always use something like this. It's called high-tech yellow wax, also number 3 or the letter C, and this will just turn the car into glass. The panels will look like glass, like here. Oh, this is a little dusty. What? Here it is. It will turn the panels into glass. Thanks for watching.